release. It's the latest by New Zealand and international group The Chills, led by songwriter Martin Phillipps. They're now on the really important section of a tour which in 6 months has taken them across the USA and Australia and will end in their hometown of Dunedin. This report made especially for 10am by Aotearoa Productions. Martin Phillipps is not your archetypal rock hero. Shy, softly spoken and introspective, this son of a minister of religion is ill at ease with the pretension of the music industry. For years, the Chills were dismissed by mainstream music here as a bizarre quartet playing alternative music somewhere out in left field. But Phillipps passionately believed in his bittersweet songs. So he took his warm pop melodies abroad to an international audience, which now acclaims their freshness and vitality.
Martin Phillipps is perhaps a talent similar to filmmaker Vincent Ward. He's had this intense personal vision over the years. He's kept to that vision, and now he's being recognised around the world for his talents. Perhaps he was, even though he perhaps in his early days wasn't recognised at home. They're both men are very similar. I've interviewed both over the years. They're very shy, some people call them introverted, but they still have this incredible imagination out the back of their heads, which pops up in their art. Heavenly Pocket, I think, is a great song. It's a subversive song. It's allowed the Chills, for probably the first time in their life, to make it onto mainstream radio in New Zealand, which has always been a no-go zone for them in the past because they've been classed as this wild, wacky alternative. But it's subversive because there's an ironic slant to the title, Heavenly Pocket. It's got these wonderful Beach Boys harmonies, but it still fits in with the Chill sound. It's a great single.
Flying Nun Records believed in the Chills and Martin Phillipps songs, even if no one else did. EPs with now legendary songs like I Love My Leather Jacket were released before the appearance in 1987 of their only other album, Brave Words. In 10 years, the number of songs recorded by the Chills is relatively small, but a distinctive 60s type sound abounds. They're pop songs.
I had 2 years of piano training when I was younger. My mother sort of like pointed a gun at me and my two sisters and said, right, you'll learn piano. And so we did 2 years, but I didn't really do the homework, and it has given me, I suppose, a visual sort of understanding of music, which has been a big help, but generally it's been done without theoretical training, and that's been something I've toyed with the idea of having more training, but I also like the idea of reaching the music through sort of the gut level sort of approach to it, and avoiding traditional sort of song formats and so forth. And especially with this album, with songs like Submarine Bells, I really feel I've proved, at least myself, that that's something I can do, which is great.
An overseas critic said it's Phillipps' meticulous songcrafting which makes the Chills one of the warmest, most natural combos for years. The melodic harmonies and jangly guitars complement the literacy of Phillipps' songs. There's a depth of thought and emotion which is uncommon in most contemporary rock music.
The Chills definitely have a much higher profile now than before, obviously, but when I write, I keep that all complete at the back of my mind. I mean, I can't allow that to influence the way I think musically at all. The only chance the Chills have for any sort of success is to do the best possible music the Chills can. I definitely don't feel I have any talent for predicting the public's taste the way it may be in 6 months and trying to write really, contemporary hits, whereas someone like, I suppose, Prince or someone really has a talent for that. The only way I can really do it is being honest with myself and taking what comes, basically, and making it as good as possible.